If you're a Costco member, right now might be one of the best times all year to walk through those doors. And I'm not talking about the regular deals you see every week. I'm talking about the clearance markdowns that Costco doesn't advertise, doesn't send you emails about, and honestly, most members walk right past without even realizing what they're looking at. January is when Costco quietly clears out everything they didn't sell during the holiday season. We're talking electronics, furniture, clothing, seasonal items, and even some stuff that just didn't move as fast as they expected. The discounts can be steep. I've seen items marked down 50, 60, even 70% off their original price. But here's the thing. These deals don't stick around. Once they're gone, they're gone. Costco doesn't restock clearance. They just move on to the next shipment. So today, I want to walk you through some of the biggest clearance opportunities showing up at Costco locations right now in January 2026. Some of these I've personally spotted, others have been reported by shoppers across the country on forums and social media. Either way, if any of these items are on your radar, this is the time to look. And stick around because some of these deals honestly surprised me when I saw how deep the discounts were going. 1. Holiday decor and seasonal items. Let's start with the obvious one, but it's obvious for a reason. Holiday decorations are getting slashed right now. We're talking Christmas trees, wreaths, outdoor light displays, ornaments, those big inflatable yard decorations, and all those gift sets that didn't get bought before December 25th. I was at my local Costco last week and saw pre-lit Christmas trees that were originally priced at $300 marked down to under $100. That's the kind of deal that makes buying for next year actually worth it. Artificial wreaths that were $60 or $70 are showing up in the $30 to $40 range at some locations. And those outdoor LED light projectors that were so popular this season? I've seen them marked down to about half of what they cost in November. Now here's what you need to know. Not every Costco has the same inventory. Some stores are already picked clean because they had smaller holiday sections to begin with. Others still have pallets of this stuff sitting near the back or pushed to the seasonal aisle. If you haven't checked your store in the past few days, it's worth another look. These prices drop progressively, so what was 40% off last week might be 60% off now. And don't sleep on the holiday food items either. Those fancy cookie tins, chocolate gift boxes, specialty crackers, and gourmet popcorn sets that were everywhere in December, many of them are hitting clearance because they're considered seasonal, even though they're perfectly fine to eat anytime. I grabbed a couple of those Danish butter cookie tins for half price. They'll last months in the pantry. Same goes for those big boxes of assorted chocolates and the holiday-themed coffee blends. If you've noticed any good holiday clearance at your store, let me know in the comments. I'm always curious what different regions are seeing. 2. Winter clothing and outerwear. This is a big one, and honestly, this is why I wanted to make this video. Costco's winter clothing is starting to get marked down, and some of these prices are genuinely hard to believe. I've seen members posting about name-brand puffer jackets, the kind that normally retail for $150 or more, showing up on clearance for $60 to $80. Women's wool coats that were $200 marked down to around $90. Men's heavy-duty work jackets dropping from $120 to about $50 or $60. Kids' winter gear like snow pants, boots, and heavy jackets falling to the $40 and $50 range. The reason this matters right now is that we're still in the middle of winter. You can actually use this stuff immediately, unlike buying Halloween candy in November. If you need a new jacket, or your kids outgrew their snow boots, or you've been putting off replacing that old coat because it still technically works, this is the window. You get to save money and actually use the item right away. The clearance clothing at Costco is usually near the back corners of the store or sometimes mixed in with the regular clothing tables. You have to look carefully. Look for the asterisk. That little star in the upper right corner of the price tag means the item is being discontinued and won't be restocked. And if the price ends in 0.97, that's your signal that it's on final markdown. At that point, Costco just wants it gone. I picked up a fleece-lined flannel shirt last week for about $15. Originally, it was close to $40. It's become my favorite shirt to wear around the house on cold mornings. Those are the kinds of deals hiding in the clothing section right now. 3. Electronics clearance. Now let's talk about the electronics section, because this is where you can either score big or miss completely depending on timing. January is when Costco clears out electronics that were popular gift items but had leftover inventory. Think headphones, tablets, small appliances like air fryers and instant pots, and especially TVS. Those doorbuster TV deals from Black Friday and the holiday season? The ones that didn't sell are now hitting clearance. I've heard reports from multiple shoppers this month about seeing 55-inch smart TVs from brands like Samsung, LG, and Hisense marked down $200 to $400 off their holiday prices. One member on Reddit mentioned finding a 65-inch OLED for just over $1,000, which would have been unheard of even 6 months ago. Another person posted about grabbing a 75-inch TV for under $800 because it was a floor model being cleared out. Laptops are another category to watch closely. Costco tends to refresh their laptop selection in early spring, which means January and February are when last year's models get pushed out. If you don't need the absolute newest processor or features, you can save hundreds on a perfectly capable machine. I've seen HP and Lenovo laptops that were $800 or $900 marked down to $600 or less. Headphones and earbuds are also showing up on clearance. Those Sony and Bose headphones that make great gifts but didn't all sell, they're getting discounted. Same with portable Bluetooth speakers and soundbars. Here's a tip though, when you're looking at electronics on clearance, check the model number online before you buy. Sometimes what looks like an amazing deal is actually an older generation or a Costco-specific model with slightly different specs. It's usually still a good deal, but it's worth knowing exactly what you're getting before you commit. 4. Furniture and home items. Okay, this next category might not be on everyone's radar, but if you're in the market for furniture, January clearance at Costco can be incredible. Think about it. Costco brought in a lot of furniture for the holiday season. Dining sets for hosting family gatherings, recliners for watching football, guest bedroom furniture for visiting relatives, accent chairs for sprucing up the living room before company arrived. Not all of it sold, and furniture takes up a lot of floor space, which means Costco is motivated to move it out quickly. I've personally seen leather recliners that were originally $700 or $800 marked down to $400 or less. Patio furniture sets, the kind with sofas and coffee tables, down 30 to 40% because Costco is already making room for spring inventory. Even mattresses occasionally hit clearance, though those tend to go fast because word spreads quickly when a good mattress gets marked down. Bedroom furniture is another one to watch. Bed frames, dressers, and nightstands that came in for the holidays are now competing with incoming spring inventory. I've seen matching bedroom sets discounted by several $100s just because the warehouse needs the space. The tricky part with furniture is that it's bulky. You can't just toss it in your cart and figure it out later. So if you're serious about furniture clearance, know your measurements before you go, and maybe bring someone to help you load it. The delivery option isn't always available on clearance items, so you might need to transport it yourself. A friend of mine missed out on an amazing deal on a sectional couch because he couldn't figure out how to get it home that day, and by the time he came back with a truck, it was gone. If you've seen good furniture deals at your Costco lately, let me know in the comments. I'm curious what's showing up in different regions because furniture inventory varies so much by location. 5. Small kitchen appliances. This category overlaps a bit with electronics, but it deserves its own mention because the deals can be so specific and so good. Right now, January 2026, several shoppers have reported seeing Vitamix blenders on clearance. These are blenders that normally cost $400 to $500, and they're showing up in the $250 to $300 range at some locations. Not every store has them, but if yours does, that's a significant discount on a machine that genuinely lasts for years. I know people who've had their Vitamix for over a decade. Instant pots, Ninja blenders, air fryer ovens, and espresso machines are also hitting clearance right now. A lot of these were holiday gift items, either bought as gifts that got returned, or simply overordered by Costco for the season. I've seen air fryer toaster oven combos that were $200 marked down to about $130. Stand mixers are another one to watch. The KitchenAid stand mixers that Costco carries tend to be bundled with extra attachments, and when those bundles hit clearance, the value is hard to beat. I saw one last week marked down about $100, and it included a food processor attachment that would normally cost $70 on its own. Coffee makers are worth checking too. Costco brings in a lot of coffee and espresso equipment for the holidays, and whatever didn't sell is getting pushed out now. I've seen Nespresso machines, Keurig models, and even some higher-end drip coffee makers on clearance this month. 6. Toys and kids items. If you have kids or grandkids, the toy clearance right now is worth a trip by itself. All those holiday toys that didn't find homes before Christmas are now marked down. We're talking brand name stuff. Lego sets, Barbie play sets, remote control vehicles, board games, puzzles, outdoor play sets, and ride-on toys. I've seen Lego sets that were $80 or $90 down to $50 or $60. Ride-on toys that were $200 sitting at $120. Board games that make perfect birthday gifts for $10 less than usual. Here's what smart parents and grandparents do. They buy for birthdays now. If your kid's birthday is in March, April, or even summer, January clearance is when you stock up. You're paying half price or less for brand name toys that'll be full price again by spring. My neighbor does this every year. She has a closet where she keeps clearance toys for upcoming birthdays and even next Christmas. She says it saves her hundreds of dollars annually. Baby items are also worth looking at. Strollers, high chairs, play mats, and baby gear that came in for the holiday season sometimes hit clearance in January. If you're expecting or know someone who is, this could be a chance to save on bigger ticket baby items. The toy section at Costco is usually pretty picked over by mid-January, so if you haven't looked yet, don't wait another week. The good stuff disappears fast, especially anything related to popular movies or characters. 7. Fitness equipment. This one's timely because of New Year's resolutions. Every January, Costco brings in extra fitness equipment, anticipating that resolution rush. And every January, some of it doesn't sell because, well, we all know how resolutions go. By mid to late January, that fitness equipment starts hitting clearance. Treadmills, exercise bikes, weight sets, yoga equipment, rowing machines, and home gym accessories all become candidates for markdowns. I've seen reports this month of Nordic Track and Proform equipment discounted by $300 to $500. Adjustable dumbbell sets that were over $400 dropping to the $270 to $300 range. Spin bikes that were $600 marked down to around $400. Even simpler stuff like yoga mats, resistance bands, foam rollers, and kettlebells can show up on clearance if they order too many. If getting in shape is on your list for 2026, this might be the chance to set up a home gym without the full price commitment. And honestly, having equipment at home removes a lot of excuses. No gym commute, no waiting for machines, no monthly membership fee. The upfront cost of a treadmill or bike pays for itself pretty quickly when you're not paying $20 or $30 a month for a gym membership. 8. Food items you might not expect. Okay, this last category isn't as flashy as electronics or furniture, but it can save you real money on things you buy anyway. Costco clearances food items more often than you might think. It's not just holiday seasonal stuff. Sometimes they discontinue a product, sometimes they're making room for a new version, and sometimes items just get close to their best buy date and Costco marks them down rather than throwing them out. I've seen organic olive oil, fancy cheeses, specialty snacks, and even protein bars hit clearance this month. Gourmet pasta sauces, imported crackers, and premium nuts have shown up on clearance at various locations. The discounts aren't always huge, maybe 20 to 30%, but on stuff you'd buy anyway, that adds up over time. Coffee is another one. When Costco switches suppliers or discontinues a particular roast, the remaining inventory gets marked down. If you're not picky about brands and just want good coffee at a discount, keep your eyes open in the coffee aisle. The food clearance is usually scattered throughout the store rather than in one section, which makes it harder to find. But if you pay attention to those asterisks on price tags as you shop, you might catch something you regularly buy at a nice discount. Before you go. Alright, let me leave you with a few quick reminders that'll help you make the most of clearance season. First, remember the price tag codes. An asterisk means the item is being discontinued. A price ending in .97 means it's on final markdown. And if you see .00, that's the absolute last chance price. At that point, it's basically going to charity if it doesn't sell. Second, check the Costco app before you go. You can sometimes see clearance items available at your specific warehouse, though the inventory isn't always perfectly updated. It at least gives you an idea of what might be in stock. Third, and this is important, Costco's return policy applies to clearance items too. If you buy something on clearance and it doesn't work out, you can still return it. That takes a lot of the risk out of trying something new or buying something you're not completely sure about. Fourth, timing matters. Many Costco locations get new clearance markdowns on Monday or Tuesday, so shopping early in the week can sometimes get you first pick of newly reduced items. Though honestly, good clearance deals can happen any day. And finally, talk to the employees. If you're looking for something specific, they can often tell you if more is coming out or if what you see is all that's left. They know the inventory better than anyone, and most are happy to help if you ask nicely. So here's my question for you. What's the best clearance deal you've ever found at Costco? I'm talking about the kind of deal that made you feel like you got away with something. The kind where you looked around to make sure the price was real. Drop it in the comments because I genuinely love hearing these stories, and it helps other members know what to look for. You'd be awesome if you hit that like button, and if this video helped you spot some deals you might have missed, subscribing helps us keep bringing you these updates every month. Thanks for watching, and happy hunting at Costco!